Good morning, GC. It's Thursday, March 21st. I'm Jack Throgmorton.
And I'm Caden Gregory. Let's get into today's news.
New this morning, a special congratulations to our band and orchestra programs. The high school concert band and chamber orchestra traveled to Paducah Tillman on Tuesday for the annual Kentucky Music Educators Association Large Ensemble Assessment. It's when students in those programs performing get graded based on how well they do. The highest rating you can get is distinguished, and both of our programs received that rating. Congratulations on the full sweep.
Another news story today, several Paducah restaurants will be featured in an upcoming episode of a new Food Network TV show. It's Best Bites in Town, hosted by Guy Fieri. The restaurants include Artisan Kitchen, Branch Out, Cork Room, Gold Rush Cafe, Starney's Barbecue, and Strickland Seafood. You can watch the episode when it premieres on Friday, April 12th at 8 p.m. Central Time. That will air on the Food Network. Jack, you're a man of many talents. Have you signed up for the Grays County Got Talent show yet?
Not exactly, but here's what you need to know about it. You will have to audition for the show. Those auditions are on April 8th, 9th, and 10th during SOAR. You need to scan this QR code to reserve a spot, so pause if you need to. The actual show is on Monday, April 22nd. All applications are due by April 1st. Students and staff can enter. The deadline to register for next year's classes is this Friday. That means you have to complete both steps of registration. Number 1, putting your classes in Infinite Campus. Number 2, turning in your registration sheet to your SOAR teacher. Talk to them if you have any questions. The quicker you get registered, the more likely you are to get the classes you want. Also, if you don't get your forms in by Friday, they are considered late.
The library is closed today. That's because students will be completing end-of-program testing through the rest of the week. The library will stay closed until Friday. And that's all day, so don't try to come by during break or lunch either. The library will reopen on Monday after end-of-program testing wraps. Speaking of EOP testing, here are the content areas being tested today. The morning session was for Ag Power and Cinematography. The afternoon session is for Civil Engineering and Early Childhood Development. Tomorrow will be for Admin Support and any makeup sessions that need to happen. Now, if you missed an EOP exam and were supposed to take one, you need to talk to Miss Duke about getting that rescheduled. March Madness officially kicks off today.
That's right, Caden. The round of 64 begins in just a little bit, and it will continue tomorrow. Some notable games this afternoon include 6-seed BYU against 11-seed Duquesne, 3-seed Illinois against 14-seed Morehead State, 8-seed Mississippi State against 9-seed Michigan State, and 3-seed Creighton against 14-seed Akron. If you want to watch the games, don't try to be sneaky with your phones or Chromebooks. Ask your teachers to throw one up on their projector instead. Just be sure you're getting your work done while you watch. The Ghostbusters franchise is back on the big screen. When the discovery of an ancient artifact unleashes an evil force, Ghostbusters old and new must unite to protect their planet from a second ice age. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire lands in theaters tomorrow. Here are some other new movies in local theaters. An American nun embarks on a new journey when she joins a remote covenant in the countryside. However, her warm welcome becomes a living nightmare when she discovers sinister secrets and unspeakable horrors. Immaculate is another new release. On a lighter note, you could go see Kung Fu Panda 4, Dune Part 2, or Arthur the King. Get your prom tickets today. They are $30 per person. The actual prom is on April 20th, my birthday, at the Commonwealth Event Center in Paducah, Kentucky. The prom permission forms are on the blue desk by the front office. You can get your prom tickets during lunches at the table by the office. We spend a lot of time on GCTV discussing the big sports like football, basketball, and baseball.
We do, Jack, but we don't want to forget the smaller sports that GC has really strong teams for. One of those teams is competing at state next month. GCTV's Elias Blackney takes us inside the world of archery.
For 2 days a week, young archers set up shop in the GCHS cafeteria. Students like sophomore Lane Lunsford say these practices keep him sharp.
I decided to join the archery team in like 3rd or 4th grade because my grandpa owns an archery shop and my brother did archery. There's a lot of people in my family that do archery, so I thought it'd be fun.
But there's more to archery than just aiming and firing. There is a very complicated point system to determine the best archers at each meet.
All of our scores come together at the end, like the top few scores come together at the end, and that's what forms the team's total score. There's a pretty good few archers that we normally have on the team pretty regularly, and they help the team out a lot.
So how do these young marksmen get so good at the sport? Sophomore Eli Marler says it starts with the right stretches.
Sometimes we like do this. So just like kind of, we're basically just stretching both our arms out because you need strength to hold up your bow.
Learning to take my time more, finding aiming spots over the years, and just picking up techniques along the way.
Archeries have days they just feel not best, or the better day they just had, and it can affect them on that day.
I'll be honest, sometimes, I could have like not a great time at school, and that's just the mood I'm in when I get to practice.
GCHS, the archers aim to achieve their best efforts.
Well, my goal is to, like, the highest you can shoot in archery is 300. So, I probably won't shoot that high. If I do, I'll be impressed. But my goal is to shoot like a 290 maybe.
This is Elias Blakeney with GCTV signing off on the archery team.
The KHSAA archery tournament's happening in April. We want to wish our archery team good luck.
Before we jump into weather, here's what's on our menu for today. The cafeteria is going Italian. Chicken Alfredo is today's special. Sides include California veggies, fries, Italian side salads, bananas, berries, and garlic toast. And now to Lorelei with today's weather.
Hey GC, it's Lorelei with the weather. It's looking like the rest of this week is going to continue the pattern of the temperatures going back and forth, because today the high is 62 and tomorrow is a little warmer with the high being 70, only for it to drop back down to 58 on Saturday. That's all for the weather. Now to Dennis with sports.
Hey GC, it's Dennis Mars with sports. Come out and support our Lady Eagles, who are looking for redemption tonight against Community Christian here at home. The boys and girls tennis teams compete today at 4 against Ballard, and baseball has a game tomorrow against Dyer County, also at home. Shout out to Aaron Mathis for breaking a record, and that's all for today's sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks for the sports update, DKM. I'm Jack Throgmorton.
And I'm Caden Gregory. It's a great day to be an Eagle.